It's Wednesday, 23rd of September, and I'm just walking to my old studio. I'm going to say officially goodbye to my old space and officially move to my new studio. I am still in the process of setting up a new space, but it's not that bad. The fact that I had 2 weeks or so to move, actually more it's about a month, but altogether probably I spent maybe 2 weeks moving, and rest of the time I dedicated to build some racks for the paintings and storage, and briefly I set up the painting station as well as my office. So what I'm going to do now is just say officially goodbye to my old studio, and yeah, that's it. I still have a ladder and a few more things that I have to remove from the studio. I'm going to do it now and officially say goodbye to the space. I spent here 2 years. When I moved to Dallas, Texas, this was the first space that I rented. I saw here in Dallas a couple of spaces that were good possibility for art studio. Some of them, in my opinion, were nice but too expensive, and I decided to locate my studio in Mesquite, where the rent is a little bit cheaper, more affordable, and where I can get more space for less. I think that that's important for artists. Also, saying that I see more and more people moving in to the Mesquite. The town actually is in the process of developing old downtown they have, and also I see within the last 2 years there is a lot of new buildings, commercial estates that were built and set up. So this place, maybe for many reasons, is getting popular. At first I really loved this space. It needed some love. I remember the floor was really dirty and dark. The walls were not painted for a while, so it took me a little bit of a time and patience to set up the studio. I never completely set up the studio a way that I wanted, partially because I didn't want to spend that time. Deep inside I felt that maybe I want to change the space, and when that opportunity came to swap the spaces, I decided to do it without much hesitation. The fact that the space is in a square space rather than just a long rectangle, which is also great, but maybe not that good for the painting and for the things that I have to keep in the studio. So there are cons and pros of having this type of studio. It looks really nice on the video, but maybe it's not as practical as we all might imagine. I spent here 2 years, and I made few bodies of work here. One of them I exhibited at Brownsville Museum, Millet Gallery in Fulton, and another solo exhibition at Hopkins Art Center. Yeah, I think that overall I have a good memories. Always trying to think about those good moments here, and I'm hoping that there is way more great moments to come in my new studio that I just rent it, and I'm trying to accommodate and set up the way I really like. Once I do the setup of my new space, I'm planning to do a studio tour, like a video, proper video. I did one in early 2020, but I guess maybe it was not as great as I wanted it to be. So this time I'm going to spend a little bit more time and thought into the video, so so you can see how I set up the space and also feel the space. Really feel that artist is working there, and it's not just a random space or looking random. I felt like this studio, even if it was big, I felt like it was always messy, always not as creative as I wanted it to be. So I really look forward to see what the new space will bring and what kind of paintings I'm going to make it there. So I really look forward to share new videos from a new studio, and I hope to see you. I hope you can join my journey and enjoy my videos as well as my paintings. I also think that with the new studio, or actually the promise that I try to make myself with the new studio, is that I'm going to slow down and focus on good habits and good elements that I have in my art practice, and develop them and then share them. I definitely will slow down on Instagram for a few reasons. I feel like I rushed last 2 years with posting and sharing and posting, sharing, creating, and not really much reflecting and thinking what I did, but just creating. But because I felt that urgency of sharing it, I don't want to do that any longer. And I think that the new studio will help me to go back to my roots as a painter and create paintings that I'm happy with, satisfied, and paintings that my audience, you, will enjoy.